like boom, just like that, boom, like that. But we were running a real business. And this is the thing that so many people that don't understand. Because essentially, I'm going to tell you a lot of these, quote, internet scam hacks or business models are not durable. They're not going to hold up to term. They're just not. All right. Thank you, Rod. Clink, clink. Hey, man. I mean, there ain't nothing because I know how Erica feels because you get that email and then PayPal's like, we're not going to accept any more charges. We're going to hold your money. You feel like, what? Why you doing? Why do you hate me like this? I ain't do nothing to you. I mean, it just sucks. It just sucks, and it's very. You feel unempowered. You feel helpless because essentially, they're like they ain't nothing you can do. Once they do this, there ain't nothing you can do. It is a horrible, horrible, horrible feeling. And for the longest, I stayed away from PayPal. If you go back on this channel, I got videos that say don't use PayPal for this very reason right here. Then PayPal got sued so many times that they don't really do that unless they have, you got chargebacks, they can get away with it. If you get, like, essentially, this is one of the things that was kind of happening for me. I had people who were on the payment plan and they would get tired of paying, then they would say fraud. Now, fraud doesn't really count against you. Also, I have won 90% of my PayPal disputes. Because, I get people in there, they want to go fraud. Because, like, the last one that was fraud, I was like, it's very interesting. This person has been allowing their credit card to be charged for 12 months. Now, all of a sudden, it's fraud. And then I also, when people log into my website, I have IP addresses, and I send all the stuff in there, and they turn down his chargeback, and I got to keep the money. I've won 90%. Because, essentially, going ahead and talking to the person is pointless. They're already trying to get out of an obligation with a scammy way versus just like emailing like, hey, I want to. They don't do that. They always go for the scam way to get out of it. And I will actually, I had someone who tried to do a few years ago a $1,500 chargeback on me, and this is when I had Patty, and he called and he screamed at Patty, right? So I was like, that's good, that's good. She's like, he got on my. I said, no, we're going to call the police. So we called the police, and we sent him a recording of us calling the police. That chargeback disappeared real quick. Real quick. So one of the things, Steve Jamin, when I ran the Oakley store in Lenox, there's a provision in the lease where you have to renovate the store at least every 2 years, more overhead, more like I said. Do not ever start a retail storefront without a strong internet backbone today. Retail, like, Ty Lopez and his partners, they're buying all of these retail outlets. That's a whole different game. That's a whole different game. And what they're doing, they're taking these brick and mortar boards online. Whole different game.